Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Zainab. I am a third year med student and a fitness enthusiast. So if you're into videos like that, please consider subscribing. It would help out my channel a lot. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And also, I'm sorry for being away for so long. I didn't really plan to take that much of a break. Life just happened, and basically this video is me trying to catch you guys up on my life for the past couple of months that I've been away. But I also didn't want this to just be me talking about myself or whatever, because I like one thing about me, I want to talk. But I also wanted to kind of like give you guys an update, because I know a lot of like pre-med students, also a lot of med students actually subscribe to my channel. So I just wanted to give you guys an update of like medical school so far and just how everything is going, and then we'll do like a life update at the end. So I didn't want to just come back and then post another vlog, because kind of that's what I did the last time when I took a break, and I felt that I was like impersonal and stuff. So I just decided, let's just make an official video, since I just finished my second year and I'm into my third year now. Shout out to God, alhamdulillah. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. So like I said, thank the Most High, I am in my third year of medical school. We're starting clinical rotations in less than a month now, and it's pretty exciting. But I just kind of wanted to reflect on my first year of medical school and how all of that went. So we started summer of 2021, and it was pretty exciting. We had our anatomy class, and that was my first time ever having anatomy. I never took anatomy in undergrad. I didn't bother taking it. I only took classes that I knew were prerequisites for like medical schools, which, a little backstory, girl, I never took anatomy in undergrad because I was like, I know a lot of medical schools don't require it. They just require you to take biochem and basic biologies and stuff like that. Even some schools don't require biochem. So I didn't take anatomy. However, when I didn't get into medical school the first time, I kind of looked into the option of like potentially applying for PA schools, because I was like, if it's still in the medical route, maybe I will enjoy it. But PA schools required anatomy and physiology, girl, and I didn't take it. So that meant I had to go back to school for that, girl. If you see the tension I was in back then. Anyway, that's a little backstory. But we took anatomy in the first class, our first class, and it was fun. I think my biggest tip with anatomy, if you're taking anatomy class, is just Anki cards. Anki cards will help you remember, like just making Anki cards for like different body structures, all those things. Like it helps remember, because anatomy is very visual. Like you have to remember where things are, what things are called and stuff like that. And I think Anki cards just was my best friend back then, and I really enjoyed anatomy, and it was fun. And then moving on to our second semester, I think the toughest class, class that I took was pharm. And looking back now, the only thing I think I'll do differently would be maybe use more of Sketchy. If you guys don't know, Sketchy is a I'm just gonna leave a picture up here. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's like a cartoon, like an animation illustration of like drugs and like mechanism of action of drugs, their usage, their side effects and things like that. And they also have like the same illustrations for like bacteria, fungi, like micro stuff. They also have illustrations for pathology and stuff like that. So I didn't use it as much for pharm. I used it a lot for micro, and it helped me smash the micro. And I started using it again when I was studying for boards just recently, and it helped a lot. So maybe if I had used Sketchy while I was taking pharmacology back in the day, it might have made my pharmacology a lot easier for me to have like digest and stuff like that, because pharmacology was just a lot of like rote memorization. You just have to memorize it. There wasn't anything that necessarily made sense. With pharm, you just have to know the drugs and when to use them and the side effects and stuff like that, because that was just how it was. So it was really tough for me that semester. But if I were to change anything, I would just use Sketchy more for that class. And then the other semester, like my following semester, which was spring semester, my first year of like the spring semester of my first year. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, that was also really nice. It was kind of like, it was a lot, but it was also like smooth sailing because I kind of like got into the groove of things. Another thing that I feel like I wish I had like known early on, I think I understood that my spring semester, my first year. The biggest thing basically is that each class might require different things from me. Some professors are very in-depth, so you don't even need to do a lot more studying on your own. Other professors just don't teach you much, so you have to teach yourself. So that was kind of hard for me. Well, I don't know if it was hard for me to like grasp or whatever, but like I just like majorly I came to that realization that semester, because throughout undergrad I had like a way of studying and it just works every time. Like no matter the professor, it just works every time. But in medical school, I realized that some classes I didn't need to put in as much as I was putting in, because like the professors were doing such a great job like teaching. Other classes required me to put in a lot more, and if I just balanced my time well, maybe things would have turned out different. Don't get me wrong, we made it through, okay? We're doing great. I don't like to share my grades or anything like that, but we're doing great. We made it through. Everything's great, fantastic. I just remember that my first year, the spring semester, my first year, was when I realized that, okay, maybe I don't need to do too much in this class. Maybe I need to do a lot more in this class, and that helped me like moving forward. Moving on to like my second summer semester, I took a lot of like interesting classes. That was when we took female reproductive system, which was super exciting for me. And also we took dermatology, which girl, it made my skin itch at first, but then later I got used to it. And then we took I think it was GI, GU. It was a lot of like fun classes that was like interesting, and it like made like, we just got into like the thick of like, you know, system courses. And again, because I was more aware of like the resources that were available for me, it made like those semesters a lot more easy. Then we moved on to like our fall semester, which was also really good. I think the fall semester was one of the first times that I had to really balance like being someone outside of medical school. That was when my best friend got married, which I was the maid of honor. However, like I didn't really do that much of a great job being the maid of, I don't know, she might say I did an okay job, I don't know, but I don't think I did a great job in terms of like, you know, in terms of like just being like, you know, I don't know, being present all the time. Like my friendship with her has always been long distance, and we figured out like a way to make that work. But when it comes to like specific things of like maybe checking out the venue together, I don't know what maid of honor, I don't know, but I felt like I wasn't doing enough or whatever, because I had classes, I had exams and all of those things. And the only thing that like I felt like I had to, I don't know if sacrifice is the word, but I'm very grateful that God put that in place. But let me explain it. I feel like I'm not explaining it well. So we took cardiology that fall semester of my best friend getting married, and we were meant to, for the cardiology class, we had 4 exams, I believe, and for the first time in the history of medical school, we get to drop one. But even to drop the one exam, you have to get like 60% or 65% or something like that to be able to drop the exam score. If you get to drop the lowest one essentially. So cardiology is interesting, but it's a lot. Like the class alone was like 10 credits or something like that. It's a big course, okay? But we had the best professor. But I felt like during that time was like almost like a test of like trying to balance being someone outside of medical school, just being someone to somebody else outside of being a medical student, being like a friend essentially. So I remember obviously the first exam I was like, okay, I'm so grateful to God that we get to drop an exam, because literally when we got our schedule for the exams and everything like that, because we always get scheduled like at the beginning of semester or at the beginning of the class, her wedding, let's say our wedding's on a Saturday, and our wedding was on a Saturday actually. The following Monday after that Saturday, I had a freaking exam. I had I believe it was the third exam, or was it was the third exam. I had my third exam, and there was just no way. First of all, I had to be there earlier. Like I can't show up to the wedding on the wedding day as the maid of honor. That's not gonna work. So I had to be there like Thursday-ish, like Thursday midnight, because I had to also fly down to Tennessee. That was where the wedding was, which like is a long flight on its own. Well, not long, it was like I think 3 hours. I actually don't remember, but it was a flight, and I think I actually had a stopover or something like that. Anyway, that's not the point. But the point is I had to leave like Thursday, and for me to be able to leave that Thursday, I had an exam that Thursday, by the way. I had a OMM practical exam. I had to talk to my professor and be like, I have a wedding, can I take my exam earlier? And he allowed that. I had to talk to my partner as well, my lab partner as well, so that we can take the exam, because it's like anyways, the point is I took the exam earlier, and so then I was able to fly down on that Thursday. It was actually, I got there like midnight of Friday, I don't know, and then we were able to be present, and I had some like quizzes due, because before each exam we had to take like a quiz the Friday before the Monday of the exam. So I had quizzes due, but I was also trying to like be present, because we were trying to make like we're trying to make like an album for the wedding, like a music album for the wedding. We were also trying to make like a photo album for like a walkway in. So, and I was also trying to cook. It was a lot. It was a lot. I wasn't okay. It wasn't as much. I'm sure the bride was going through a lot more. But for me, I was trying to do that, but also trying to like make a certain score on my quiz, because you know everything counted at a time. So that was, I feel like, the first test of like trying to balance being a human being outside of medical school. So for the wedding day, I did nothing. We woke up very early, and I just focused on being like the maid of honor that day, just making sure I served her that day. But the morning after, girl, the morning after, I had to leave, because my flight wasn't until like 10 a.m. I had to leave as early as 6, so I could go sit at the airport and just study for the exam. I just had to study for the exam. I was like, I know this is probably going to be the exam that I get to drop, but I have to still make 60%, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's cardiology, it's a lot, okay? So that was, I feel like, that my first test. Yeah, that was the exam I dropped. I did make more than 60% for sure. I forget what I also, I don't want to share my grade, but I was able to drop that exam, and it was just like the first time like testing my, like, I guess just testing my life when it comes to trying to balance being a friend and being a medical student. And I'm just so grateful. Literally, that was the first time and the only time we get to drop an exam. I was just like, the God that I serve, the God that I serve. But that was basically like my fall semester of second year, and then spring semester, which was just January. We had respiratory, which that was a test of my faith. It was a test of my faith. I felt like I couldn't just find the appropriate resources for the class, and I think it was just because like our professor just kind of like didn't really care. I don't know how, but I was still able to smash it. I was still able to smash the exam. I was still able to, I don't know how, but I don't know if I'll do anything differently with the exams. Maybe just, I don't know, maybe just I don't know. know, I can't think of anything else that I would have done differently. I just didn't feel like we were given appropriate resources for that. But that's just a separate thing. But the class itself, like I don't know, I think I mentioned in my vlogs a couple of times, like the class itself is interesting. Maybe that was why I was able to still do well. It's just like we weren't given enough like appropriate resources for that. So I don't know if I would have done anything differently. Maybe just watch Buds and Beyond videos or something like that. I don't know. But basically that's kind of been my life. We ended our spring semester like the end of March, middle of March, and the last week of March. So I get to the live updates section of this video, by the way. So the last week of March I did my preceptorship, which was very, very exciting. It was very interesting. I was super excited for that. We did a family medicine preceptorship. Well, not we, it was just me, because my school kind of did a thing where like every student gets like a week. This has been going on since like last summer. So for every month each student will get like a week where they go to like a family medicine clinic, and they basically shadow, but not really, because you also get to interact with, it's almost like a rotation, because you get to interact with patients and stuff like that. But it was all outpatient, so it was really, 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 really fun for me. I actually vlogged that week, but I didn't. We're gonna get into that. Actually, let's just get into it right now. I vlogged that week, but I didn't just post. I don't know why. I actually know why, but I didn't post because just everything that happened after that just made me not want to post. But yeah, that was very fun. That was really exciting. I worked with like a couple that works together. Like they're both family medicine physicians, and they're so fantastic, so amazing. Their love stories, the cutest thing in the world. I enjoyed working with them. I ended up giving them like a cute little card. It was really nice being with them, working with them. They were amazing people. I also, then after that, I started my dedicated board studying period, which was, I'm not gonna lie to you, ciao. I don't even want to relive that experience, which is crazy. I had a video planned of like, oh, me sharing my board studying with you guys. Like I wanted to share videos, clips, I wanted to share tips. Girl, I don't want to relive that experience. There are a lot of videos out there talking about how to prepare like well for like boards and stuff like that. I will not be making one. I will not. I'm not interested. I don't want to relive that anymore. It was a lot, but it was also, I don't know, interesting, I guess. I have learned a lot from it. That's just what I would say. And yeah, that's it, honestly. But anyways, it was an interesting experience. Maybe next year I will take you guys along with me with my board prep. Before I actually started board studying, I was like posting consistently, right? And I actually had a moment of like, I was going through something that I wanted to kind of like share with you guys. I actually made a video that could be a series, and I was like, I liked the idea. It made me very creative. I was looking forward to it and everything like that. But I started editing the video and I was crying. So I was just like, there is no way in hell on earth, in heaven, anybody's seen that video for me. No way. That's too much. Doing too much. That's the definition of doing too much. So maybe I need to figure out what level of vulnerability and openness I'm very comfortable with. But that video, I'm not comfortable with it. I don't even know why I felt comfortable filming that, but editing it was like, and I think because I was editing it when I was out of that space already, mentally and everything, and I was just like, no. So because that video kind of like, and videos after that kind of like played on that video, it didn't make any sense for me to post videos after that, which is why I had to cancel all of the videos that I actually pre-filmed going into like dedicated board studying period. I pre-filmed videos, but because again, like I said, videos relied on that video and I didn't want to post that video anymore. It won't make sense for me to post it once after that. I just decided to take, like, I was meant to take 2 weeks, 3 weeks off essentially, and then start refilming and everything. But studying for boards is actually no joke. I thought it was. It's not. It's not. It's a joke. So I didn't have enough time, and I wasn't even feeling very creative anymore. I felt like it'd be like, I definitely felt it'd be like I needed to isolate myself, hibernate or something. I just felt like I needed to just detach from everything, which made me even like kind of lose myself. Because you guys don't know, I know I'm not like a YouTuber in the sense of like making money off of it or having like a large following or anything like that, but I feel like my YouTube channel kind of helps me feel grounded, helps me feel like, you know, it helps me a lot more than I've ever like imagined. Until I stopped doing it, I was like, so this helps me a lot. I thought I was like entertaining people, but this actually helps me. So because I wasn't posting and I wasn't feeling creative, I wasn't feeling like, I had nothing to give, so that was why I had to take the break. So yeah, that's basically why I feel like my break this time around had a more valid reason. It wasn't planned. I had videos planned. I pre-filmed, I promise, but those videos just, I no longer feel like they should see the light of day. I don't feel like they should be on YouTube, so that's why I kind of like made the executive decision to not post it. So that's why I kind of like took a break. But His beautiful, wonderful grace, I'm back, and I'm so happy to be back, and I'm looking forward and excited to getting back into like my normal routine, because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I don't have a routine anymore. So I'm looking forward to being back and everything like that. What else have I done since I've been gone? Oh, I know how to swim now. I'm an Olympic swimmer now, so I'm going to show you guys my before and after. I guess I have to film the after though, because I don't think I've filmed myself swimming recently, and I want this video to go up tomorrow. Okay, maybe in the next video or like a vlog or something, I'll show you like my before and after. But I know how to swim now, and I'm super excited about that. I can do different things. I'm not drown necessarily, but I can't go that far though, so I still need a lot more swimming classes. What else? What other updates do I have for you guys? Like I said, by the grace of God, clinic rotation starts soon. That should be fun. I'm still trying to figure out my schedule for the next couple of months. I don't know if I still want to continue to try to post every week or make it just every other week, so that I can have time to like put out quality content and not feel like I'm repeating myself, because I feel like my videos were kind of getting repetitive with like vlogs and like fit night vlogs and stuff like that. It wasn't getting exciting. So maybe if I put a lot more time between videos, maybe it'll give me more time to film videos and then also work on being creative that way. I haven't decided yet. I'm still deciding on that, but for now I'm super excited to be back. Oh, my next video, probably, I don't know if it's going to be my next video, I don't know when, but I have been getting a lot of questions about like getting into medical school in America as an international student. I'm an international student that did an undergrad in America, but I've been getting a lot of questions from people that have done their undergrad outside of America, and they're trying to figure out how to get into medical school in America, and I have zero knowledge. I have zero knowledge on this, but I am going to be meeting with some people from like the international student office of my school and admission students of my school as well, admission office of my school as well, to kind of like discuss the potential options that someone might have when it comes to like completing undergrad outside of America and then wanting to get into America medical school. Did I make sense? The point is I'm doing my research. The point is I'm doing my research, and hopefully the video will be out soon. I'm very, very grateful that you guys reach out to me and ask me these questions. It makes me feel very like useful, like my channel actually is useful, and that's kind of what I want it to be. But I'm working on that video. I have booked appointments, so I'm working on that video. I will be talking to people. I don't want to just give you stuff that I found online or whatever. I just want to make sure that I'm actually speaking with people that know more about this, essentially. So I'm doing that, and I also have other videos planned. I'm excited to be back again, and I can't wait to see you guys in a vlog. I feel like vlogs are more personal for me because I just feel like I'm taking you guys along with me in my day and stuff. So I can't wait to film a vlog. And yeah, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for 300 subscribers. I feel like with the last video was around like 200 and something, I forget what, but thank you for 300 subscribers. I'm super excited for that. It's exciting. I'm grateful. My heart is full, and I'm excited to be back. I really am. So I'm gonna stop rambling now, girl, because I'm hungry. I ran 5 miles today. I'm hungry, girl, and I need to make sure I start editing this video because I need to put it up tomorrow because it's already past time today. I can't put it up today. I'll put it up on Monday. It's fine. We'll do it on Monday. So anyways, thank you again for chatting with me today. I hope you guys have an amazing 4th of July, and I'll see you in my next video. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.